We started by measuring out a 4x7 meter area for the greenhouse. The actual frame is 3x6, but the extra space gives us a clean edge for mowing. No heavy equipment here, just us digging by hand and working out some weekly frustrations.
As you guys know by now, we absolutely struggle when it rains with our soil. It's got poor drainage, it gets wet and boggy, and in some areas can honestly just turn into mud. So for our greenhouse, we have decided to go with a product called cracker dust to prepare as our floor. That was a huge job trying to get that cracker dust spread out through over the base of our greenhouse, but we now managed to do it. So what we've got to do now is spray some water over it and just get the dust to settle. And apparently the idea is that once we compact it down, it should dry hard. So this is just going to be a cheaper, cost-effective way of putting down a floor as opposed to using concrete, which is a bit more expensive and then of course also more permanent.
We didn't hire a compactor for this, so we're going to be doing this by hand. And we've got one of these, a steel tamper, and we're going to see how that goes.
Then came the frame. To stop it from flying off in the first storm, we bolted it down to treated railway sleepers. Heavy, solid, and probably overkill, but in the best way. Honestly, putting this together felt like setting up one of those old school canvas tents. No clear instructions, poles everywhere, and a lot of second guessing. But eventually it stood tall. So it has come with all these windows and insect netting, which is really great. It unfortunately just doesn't have a door at the back, so we will be making our own. But it's pretty hot in here, so definitely we'll need to change this out for shade cloth in the future. Now, one of the things we decided to do was remove the middle bar so that we didn't have a trip hazard. Fast forward to summer. The heat was intense, UV levels through the roof, so the PVC cover had to go. We replaced it with 30% shade cloth to give our seedlings a fighting chance. This part was rough. Windy day, solo mission, and way too much material. I had no stepladder, just a little kitchen stool and a pile of determination. Cable ties and stubbornness got it done. And despite the chaos, the shade cloth made an instant difference. It's cooler inside, there's airflow, and no more greenhouse turned sauna. Last step, irrigation. We ran new poly pipe across the arch and added 2 half-circle sprinkles on the far side. Everything's on the same Wi-Fi timer as our veggie patch, and it all runs off rainwater. As we never filmed the actual installation of this irrigation in our greenhouse, I thought I'd quickly just show you how we set it up initially. And for those that don't know, we run solely on rainwater. And then Sven put in this little system for us. So it is a water smart thing. It runs on Wi-Fi and we can program it to go off at certain times and the frequency, which is really awesome. You will see we've got some poly pipe running here. It goes. So some of this black poly goes and waters our vegetable garden, and you can just see, a little bit nervous for snakes, you can just see that poly pipe running down there, and it goes underneath that fence. So I'll take you through to the other side and show you how it actually all connects and where it runs. We've obviously buried it, but you can just see it there, and it runs all the way along our little patio, and it goes all the way to our fruit trees. Alright, so as you can see, it comes all the way to our fruit trees, which are all irrigated. They're on the same timer and system as the greenhouse. So this one here runs along towards the fence and then all the way down to the greenhouse. The pipe comes through here, up, and then as you saw, it was just a really simple setup. Alright guys, that's where we're going to leave you today with this quick job. Hope you enjoyed, and let us know what else we should be putting in our greenhouse.